Well, it's about 9:30 in the morning. Rather humid. It's going to be a warm day today. It's supposed to be up in the, I think, middle to upper 80s today and tomorrow. Tomorrow's supposed to be warmer than today, I believe. Buddy, he's up on the porch. As I mentioned in my last video, we think he got hit by a car. Not 100% sure. He seems to be doing a little bit better. Still doesn't want to move around much, and he's whining and whimpering when he does. He's going to the vet in the morning. Jessie girl, she's around here somewhere. Thought she followed me down here. Anyway, we'll get back in the shop here, and we'll get doing something. And before I get going into this video, I do want to say if you like what you see in this video, give it a big old thumbs up. Comments go down below. Hit that subscribe button and the little notification bell. That way you will always be informed when I upload a video. Well, Buddy finally decided to come down. He was up on the porch and walked over by the garage. I called him and he actually trotted down here. It wasn't whining or anything, but he won't sit or lay down right now. So not exactly sure what's going on with him, but we'll find out tomorrow morning, I guess. He seems to be doing a little better. He's panting pretty hard right now, but I think dogs do that if they're in pain. So we'll get him straightened out in about 24 hours. And I put a thing up on my community tab last night asking if people would want to see the Bronco start up. She hasn't ran in quite a while. I was kind of concerned about that wiring harness. I didn't really want to hook the battery up and have something short out. And I believe what this harness does, it comes down out of the dash. It hooks in, you probably can't see it, hooks in, there's two plugs back here, and then it goes down, runs up around here, and it's got a whole bunch of plugs on it. I believe it powers, it's called a seatbelt something harness, and so it must turn on your seatbelt light. I think it also powers the lumbar and that kind of thing. So I'm just going to unplug it for now. I don't think that's going to hurt anything. I called the local Ford dealership, so I got the part number off of that harness, see if they could order one if they still made it. I don't think they make it anymore, but he looked it up, and that harness was $350. So I wouldn't spend $350 on that thing anyway. It is kind of torn up where I ran a drill into it. I could take it all apart and fix it. And there's no way I can set a battery up in here. Just everything's loose. Nothing to hold it. Cables aren't very long. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the battery, and it does still have a good charge to it. Might bring that little stool over here. Anyway, I'm just going to run some jumper cables from the battery posts up to the negative and positive cable. And I better go out here and check on Buddy. I hear him whimpering out here. You need to sit down, big guy. Where's your sidekick? She needs to keep you company. You need to just lay down and take a nap. I better go see if I can help him out a little bit. Why do you look so guilty? Well, I couldn't get him to sit or lay down, and I'm not going to force him to. He's in pain somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where. I'm not sure if it's leg, hip. I don't know what it is. He'll lay down eventually. So like I was saying, I'm just going to run jumper cables from the battery up to the positive and negative. Also need to plug this little guy in, the ignition module. Otherwise she's not going to start. And it simply plugs in right here. This mounts the inside of your fender. There we go. Now I've got these three little pigtails down here. One comes right off of the battery terminal, and two other ones go into this harness. These are bolted onto your fender. I'm just going to bolt them all together. I don't know if I really need to do this or not, but figure what the heck, at least then they all have ground to them. Now we're just going to hook up the jumper cables here. Make sure stuff doesn't touch each other. Yeah, let's see here. That's awful close. This thing get to shaking around a little bit. It might bump into each other. I'm going to separate these somehow. This ought to do the trick. Got the battery hooked up. We should be ready to go now, I think. I did check the oil. It's clear full. I think I changed it right before I started tearing it apart, right after I got it anyway. I got that harness disconnected under the dash. Little connectors did not want to come apart. Well, let's see what happens here. Darn thing may just blow up. Who knows? Windshield's a little dirty. Not sure what that is. The heck's making that noise? It's coming from over in here somewheres. Try that again. There must be a relay in there. Maybe this battery isn't charged up. I tested it not too long ago and it had full charge. Yeah, let me do a little investigating here. Alrighty guys, so I've been working on this thing all day trying to trace down. I thought I had an electrical issue because as you saw before it would just click click click, and with these relays if I would take that one or that one out it would quit. This is the relay. It says powertrain control system, I believe is what it says, and that one is for the fuel pump, and I've switched them out with other ones. Nothing made a difference, but if you removed either one of these it would quit doing that. But that wasn't the problem. What the problem was is all these grounds. This one, I hooked this one up. Just put the alligator clip on it there, and then down onto that bolt down there. That made it quit clicking, but still every time I would turn the key nothing would happen. And so then I grounded this one up here. I'm not sure if that did anything or not, but it didn't hurt anything. And then over here I grounded, well, I ran a wire from that to a bolt, which I can't think that was anything. What really set it off is when I wrapped a wire around where the solenoid mounts to the fender. So I wrapped a wire around that, ran it to a bolt, and by golly, now everything works fine. Anyway, I think I have everything figured out now. There is no electrical issue. I thought this was going to be a huge mess. I thought, I've never seen a mouse down here, but I thought a wire got chewed through, or a bunch of wires, or cats got into something, or something happened, but no, I think it's okay. I haven't started it yet. I know it'll turn over, so let's fire her up. And the old girl hasn't been ran in about a year, so this might be interesting. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm gonna go turn the key. We'll see what happens. She's alive! Heck, she fired right up. Not shaking around or anything. Kind of surprised. I figured it'd take many cranks to get this thing fired up, but nope, she fired right up. We've got dual exhaust, just straight pipes. I don't think there's any mufflers on this thing or anything. I'm going to change that. But I'm going to let her sit here and run a little bit. She's probably needs to get everything moving a little bit. She's rather loud right now. Don't need her that loud. Well, we've been running now for quite a while. Tripped over the transmission jack there. But anyway, we've been running for quite a while now. Letting the water circulate, thermostat open up, everything get moving around. Don't have a lot of gas left in the old girl. But yeah, she's running good. I don't think that's the sound my wife wants though. So we'll have to do something, probably something like what's on my green truck. I don't know why I keep calling it the green truck. My pickup, my truck. Anyway, I'm pretty darn happy. I spent all day figuring out what was wrong with this thing, and all it was grounds. That's all it was. I was tracing wires and following stuff around in the engine compartment. And it's another day. Gonna be a warm one today. It's sticky and hot out. Not much air movement. Hi, Mouse. Hi, Jesse. There's no air moving. You get out in the sun, it's really hot. It's gonna be a hot one. It's supposed to be about 90 today, and it's very humid, sticky. I guess there's some air moving, the tree's moving a little. And if you follow me on my community tab on YouTube here, you probably saw a post about Buddy last night. We took him to the vet to figure out what was going on with him. I really thought he had been tagged by a car. No, he'd been shot. Rather upset about it. And my wife, she did call the sheriff, and he came out, took a report. He went and talked to who we think did it. And I'm not going to say who that is publicly, but don't know what was said, what came out of it. We're supposed to hear back from him in a couple of days. And although he doesn't look bad right now, buddy boy, he doesn't get up and around too much, although every day it's been a little bit better. Big problem with Buddy right now is he can't control his pee or poop, so that's kind of an issue. The vet showed us how to handle that, what to do, so we're doing that for the time being. We'll see how things go. If we can get that under control, I think he's going to be okay. If not, I just don't think we can do that for the next 12 or 15 years. But Buddy, I'm not giving up on you yet, pal. He's only about 10 months old. So I don't know, just my thought is him being so young that he may pull through this okay. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see, buddy. I hope so. And then there's you, the Jessie dog, the Kanga dog. We call her a Kanga dog because she jumps around like a frickin' kangaroo. Anyway, we'll get back down to the shop here. I don't even remember where I left off on this video. Yesterday was rather hectic. I was going to finish it up yesterday and upload. Didn't happen. And we did have x-rays taken at the vet's office. He has a bullet lodged up against his spinal column. That's what's causing the problem. Could do a surgery to remove the bullet. I know people would probably be saying that. The problem is with that is it's about $3,000 to do it. May not do any good. So that's where we are with that. Just hoping the big old lug pulls through. And there's a bird up in here making a heck of a racket. I can't get him out of here. Up above the roof somewhere. Look at this mess. Insulation down on the floor. Comes from up. That doesn't quite meet that beam up there. And last night I was down here and that big old chunk of insulation right there came falling down. I look up here and yeah, there's a little critter looking right back at me. They're coons, little baby coons. And then I saw a big head looking down at me. Took the pellet gun, fired it up in there. Seemed to have scurried off. Need to get them out of there somehow, just not exactly sure how. I guess they'll leave eventually. They're kind of tearing up my insulation though. So anyway, like I said, I'm not exactly, I apologize for this bird or whatever it is making all the racket up there, but I don't remember exactly where I left off with the Bronco, but I'm going to fire it up one more time here and let you have a listen. She struggled a little bit on that startup, but she fired up. She runs smooth, just purrs like a kitten. So that's a good thing. Alright, so there you have it, guys. She's alive. And it's getting hot. And I really do appreciate all your comments and everything, support for Buddy that you've left on the little, well, I guess I put up a little video last night as well, but also on the community tab. I do appreciate that. Buddy seems to be doing okay right now. Just have some issues we need to hopefully get over. And hopefully he'll return to his old self here. It's gonna be a few weeks at least. He does have his first dose. Well, he got some pain medicine last night, but I just gave him some pain medicine, some anti-inflammatory, and what was the other stuff? Antibiotic. So the pain medicine makes him pretty sleepy, so hopefully he'll take a nap. See, Jesse's trotting down here. Come on, Jess. Come here. And I think she just wants to go lay in the shade. Like I said, it's getting rather warm out here. So, like I said, the old Bronco, she's alive, runs good. I wanted to get her started up because I'm gonna have to back her out of here and put her over in the little paint booth thing that I made. Thought I could just pull it backwards and then push it forwards, but it'd be a lot easier going under her own power. And I still need to get down to the P.O. box. I'm pretty sure there's something down there, at least one thing. I'm just not getting any alerts on it. Also need to send out channel stickers. I apologize if you've ordered one and I haven't got it to you yet. It's just been kind of hectic and I keep forgetting to do that. So maybe I'll send you an extra one. So give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already. We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.